A 6-0 loss to Arizona in game one. As that pitch clips the outside corner for a called strike three. Alyssa Palomino down looking. And just like that, the Lopes have one away here in the first inning. But the Lopes looking to rebound after a tough 6-0 loss, Montana, at the hands of Taylor McQuillan. 7 innings of dominant softball.
Yeah, Jock, I know the Lopes were disappointed in their performance during game one. I really think the ladies need to simply relax focus on putting the ball in play and simply going back to the fundamentals that have been so successful throughout the season. The Lopes are a strong team, and this is their chance to showcase it against some tough competitors.
Well, we'll see if Ryan Denhart and company can rebound after that 6-0 loss, as that pitch is taken outside by Reina Karenko. Karenko went 0 for 4 against Jessie Morrison and Lexi Coons in game one. Average down to .445. 4 home runs, 31 runs batted in. As that pitch is hit sharply and into right field past Savannah Torville. Lorianne Olson had a tough time fielding it out there, throws it in. So a base runner for the Wildcats, 1 away and 1 out here in the first. We'll see how they scored as that ball goes through the legs of Savannah Torville, then into right field. It's going to be an E4 for Torville. So with a runner on first base, Jesse Harper digs in. The 3-hitter in the Wildcats order went hitless as well in game one, 0 for 3, average down to .369 as that pitch just misses off the plate outside, count 1-0.
Brian Denhart, one of the Lopes' strongest pitchers. She's won WAC Pitcher of the Week honors twice this season.
1-0 pitch, taps slowly to short. Smith has it, throws to first. They get the speedy Harper for the 6-3 put out. Karenko able to advance to second, so 2 away now and a runner on second base. As Deja Moipola will dig in. Moipola did pick up 1 hit, 1 for 2 in 4 at-bats in game one. Reached base 3 times. Looks to drive in a run here with a runner in scoring position. We'll see how Denhart deals with her. As the first pitch, fastball on the corner for a strike count, 0-1. That pitch spoiled foul, so the count quickly 0-2 for Denhart. Wildcats just 6 for 29 in game one against both Coons and Morrison. However, picked up a huge hit in the 5th inning when Riley Pierce connected for a 5th home run of the season over the right field wall. It was a 2-0 fastball from Morrison, leading off the frame. And Arizona only with 1 hit in the first 4 innings against Morrison, as the 1-2 pitch from Denhart taps slowly to third. Smith has it, throws across the diamond for the final out of the inning. So Arizona will leave a runner in scoring position as Ryan Denhart gets through the top of the order. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning, and it's Arizona nothing, and the Lopes coming to bat.
And it's time for the upcoming schedule, brought to you by BSN Sports, the largest provider of team sports equipment and apparel in the country. Softball takes on U of A again tomorrow as part of Baseball Day Arizona. See them on Fox Sports Arizona at 1 p.m. with pregame starting at 12:30. Lopes Baseball is also at home with games against UTR GV tomorrow and Sunday. Catch all the action here on GCU TV.
And of course, a big day for Fox Sports Arizona tomorrow for Baseball Day Arizona. So at 10 a.m. it's going to be Corona del Sol versus Desert Vista High School baseball at Chase Field before the University of Arizona takes on GCU softball right here in Phoenix. And then, of course, the San Diego Padres take on the Arizona Diamondbacks at Chase Field at 5 o'clock. The Lopes will try to get on the board for the first time all night here on this Friday night against the University of Arizona. And they'll do it against an equally tough right-hander here in game 2, Alyssa Denham. We mentioned the last no-hitter thrown this year before Taylor McQuillan was unable to pick up the no-hitter in game 1, gave up 1 hit in the bottom of the 7th inning, only gave up 1 hit all night long. But Alyssa Denham picking up a no-hitter on March 24th against New Mexico for the Wildcats. Comes into this game with 9 wins, 2 losses, and 55 2/3 innings pitched. Has only allowed 37 hits, 17 earned runs, has walked 22, but has picked up 61 strikeouts. So another tall task for the Lopes offense in this one, as Sierra Smith's going to dig in, trying to get the Lopes going here early. It'll be Smith, Olsen, and Shea Smith. Lineup exactly the same as it was in game 1 for Coach Pearson's squad, as the first pitch is in there for a strike, count 0-1. Smith going 0 for 3 with a strikeout against McQuillan, as that pitch misses outside, count 1-1. And a change of scenery here for the Lopes Montana as they get the right-hander after a tough left-hander. 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, Jack, also a change of scenery as it's gotten dark and the lights come to play this time of night.
Wind still blowing in from right field. So we'll see how much of effect the wind has in this one as that pitch is fouled back. An emergency hack there from Smith, just trying to stay in the box, as Denham will offer another 1-2 pitch here. Chopped in front of the plate and foul, so Smith will do it again here on 1-2. Trying to work up Denham's pitch count right off the bat. Remember, McQuillan only throwing 85 pitches in 7 innings. Only had 35 pitches through the first 4 innings of play. This will be a 1-2 pitch. Spoiled again there by Smith as she stays in. Count remains 1-2.
Sierra's a strong competitor. As she ranks 9th all-time in WAC history for career triples.
Hopes would love a triple right here as the 1-2 pitch is ripped up the middle. They'll settle for a single as it's fielded cleanly out there by Palomino. A leadoff single here for the Lopes as they get on the hit column right off the bat here in the bottom of the 1st inning, as Smith reaches on first base. So that'll bring up Taylor Olsen, trying to move the runner into scoring position. Olsen averaged down to 289 after going 0 for 3 in game 1. Did make contact in all 3 plate appearances. As again, there were 9 strikeouts against Taylor McQuillan. As that pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1, Olsen chasing the high pitch there as the count is 0-1. Smith trying to get a good jump off of first as Olsen bunts that one in the air. Nice play made there by Molipola. As Olsen will head back to the dugout. Did not get good wood on that one as she pops it up in the air. An easy play for Molipola behind home plate. Now with 1 away, Shea Smith will dig in, looking to move her sister into scoring position. Average at 391, also went hitless in game 1. Picked up a strikeout in the 1st inning of that game as that fastball's taken outside, count 1-0.
Shea is another one of GCU's really strong athletes. She's ranked 1st in the WAC leaderboards, totaling 40 hits, and 12th in the nation.
Pitch ripped foul into the stands. Count moves to 1-1. Shea picked up 2 hits last weekend against Bakersfield after a 6 hits performance the weekend prior against California Baptist in Riverside. And she lays off that one. Count moves to 2-1. And Denham comes right back with the fastball on the outside corner there as Smith fouls it off. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Shea's known for always battling out there on the plate with a .391 average.
We'll see if Smith can protect here on 2-2. Fastball lays off. Did she go around? No, says the umpire, standing by second base. Hard to get a good angle there when you're standing by second base. But the count does move to 3 balls and 2 strikes as Smith looks to get on. We'll see what she gets from this payoff pitch from Denham. Fastball on the outer half. Smith able to foul it back. So 7th pitch of this at-bat upcoming between Smith and Denham as the Lopes try and get a runner in scoring position. Savannah Torville waiting on deck for the Lopes. Remember, same lineup as it was in Game 1 for the Lopes. As that pitch misses up and in, ball 4, and Smith reaches first base. So Sierra Smith will advance to second base. Runners on first and second and 1 out as Savannah Torville looks to give the Lopes the lead with 1 swing.
Savannah Torville.
Things are already looking better at the beginning of this game compared to the last game that the Lopes just had. They're really trying to make a comeback out there.
Savannah picking up the only hit in Game 1. Single into 7th inning into left field with 1 out against McQuillan as that first pitch misses outside 1-0. 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Average down to .325. And again, not trying to do too much here, just trying to put the ball in play, get the runners in motion here. As a 1-0 pitch. Popped in the air, foul. As the count evens up at a ball and a strike.
Savannah has made history here at GCU as she's became the first freshman to homer in her GCU debut since Kelsey Barrick in 2012.
One pitch, cut on and missed. Torville chasing the high heat there. Only thinking about one thing on that swing, trying to give the Lopes a 3-0 lead right off the bat. As she tried to take advantage of a mistake pitch there from Denham. Swings right through it, count moves to 1-2. As she looks to protect the plate here, 1-2 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike 3, and Denham sits down Torville for the second out of the inning. A big out for Alyssa Denham trying to work herself out of this jam.
Now batting number 27, Lily Bishop.
So Torville just frozen there on that 2-2 pitch. Fastball clips the outside corner brilliantly by Denham. As she sets to do battle with Lily Bishop here with 2 runners on. Bishop hitless in Game 1, like most of her teammates were. Again, Savannah Torville only picking up the only hit for the Lopes in Game 1. 1-0 pitch. Just misses inside, count moves to 2-0. Looking like it's going to be a tight zone like it was in Game 1 for these 2 pitchers. Bishop looking for a pitch to drive here on 2-0 as she chops that one foul on the first base side. Count moves to 2-1.
Last weekend against Bakersfield, Bishop hit her second career 2-homer game. She's 1 homer shy of tying her all-time career high. Lopes could really use a home run out there right now to get the score going and get Lopes ahead.
2-1 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Count moves to 2-2. So Denham, after falling behind 2-0 on Bishop, is able to get Lily to chop one foul on a 2-0 fastball on the inner part of the plate and gets a called strike there on that fastball away. So 2-2 pitch with 2 runners on, chopped up the middle off the glove of Denham. Going to be a very tough play. And oh, what an acrobatic play made there by Jessie Harper. Able to keep her foot on the bag, a full-blown split there for the force out to end the inning. As Coach Pearson's going to want an explanation, she does not believe that she made the final out. A very athletic play there for Jessie Harper to end the inning.
Yeah, Jack, it looked like she went into the splits as she dove to catch that ball.
And it looks like the umpires are going to get together here to decide whether or not Jessie Harper was able to either A, keep her foot on the bag, or B, maintain control of the softball. As you saw the ball pop in and out of her mitt there at the last second, and they are going to confirm it is an out. What a play by Jesse Harper to end the bottom half of the first inning. As Denham gets into and out of trouble, let's head to the top half of the second inning. You're watching GCU softball here on GCU TV.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
We have been the experts in clean since 1945. We help businesses keep their facilities cleaner, healthier, greener, and safer. We are passionate about what we do and are committed to making your workplace environment the cleanest and healthiest it can be.
Let's move to the top half of the second inning here on GCU TV. Ryan Denhart back out on the mound after a scoreless first inning from both offenses, as that pitch misses up. Count 1-0, 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Arizona Wildcats as Malia Martinez digs in. Pitch misses outside, count moves to 2-0. A tremendous inning-ending force out by Jesse Harper, as it was a sharp ground ball up the middle off the bat of Lily Bishop. Alyssa Denham got a glove on it, ricocheted to second base before Harper was able to keep her foot on the bag and maintain possession of the softball to end the inning. As Denhart looks to battle back here, count 2-1 on Martinez. It'll be Martinez, Statman, and Pierce. And only one change in the lineup here in game 2 for Arizona, as that pitch flips the outside corner to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. That ball's ripped into right field. Right there is Olsen. She'll make the play. So 1 up, 1 down here in the second. Denhart looking for an easygoing frame after allowing a runner in scoring position back in the first. And that'll bring up the senior. Statman did not play in game 1. Got the afternoon off. We'll get a chance here in game 2 against Denhart, hitting .340 on the season. 4 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Takes a first pitch fastball in there for a strike, count 0-1. Has an on-base percentage of .421 and a slugging percentage of .620. So once again, not another easy task for these Lopes pitchers against the University of Arizona. They've won 15 games in a row after that 6-0 victory. As that pitch misses up, count evens up at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, Jack, Statman has last season she had 8 starts as the University of Arizona's designated player.
Pitch clips the outside corner. The count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. So Denhart already with 1 strikeout in this one, looking to pick up strikeout number 2. Has room to work with here on 1 and 2. Can mix and match with Statman as she gets a sign from Holland. And the 1-2 delivery. Fastball in the outside corner, tapped in front of the mound. Going to be a tough play. Denhart has it, throws to first, not in time. The speedy Statman beats it out for an infield single, perfectly placed down the first base line. And Arizona has their first hit. Runner on first base and 1 out. So a nice pitch there from Ryan Denhart, unable to pick up the out there after Statman placed the ball beautifully down the first base line and beat it out for an infield single. So that'll bring up the dangerous Riley Pierce, the first baseman. Like we mentioned, hit her 5th home run of the season in the 5th inning in game 1 to give Arizona a quick 1-0 lead. As we just mentioned, Statman There's a lot of speed over there at first base, as Kaylee Holland will be paying much attention to her on the base paths. One-0 pitch. Misses low, count moves to 2-0. And when Yessie Morrison fell behind 2-0 in that fifth inning, Montana, we saw what Pierce was capable of. Two-0 pitch is in there for a strike, so Denhart left that pitch up. Pierce taking all the way as the count moves to 2-1. We'll look to at least even up the count here with a runner on first base. Again, trying to limit the damage after Arizona broke out for 5 runs in the top of the 6th inning against both Yessie Morrison and Lexi Coons. We saw a big 2-run single from Hannah Martinez, who waits on deck. So it'll be a 3-1 pitch here from Denhart. Does not want to put 2 runners on early. As Statman gets her jump off first, 3-1 pitch, chop foul, and the count will run full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Denhart is really trying to bring it her all tonight. Last weekend, she swept the 3-game series against Cal State Bakersfield, capped by a 9-1 hitter thrown by Ryan Denhart.
And the payoff pitch, off-speed pitch, ripped in the air to center field. Kay's got a bean out. She has it, makes the catch, throw to first, not in time, as it hits off the back of Statman. A nice play there from Taylor Kay. Got a good jump on it, as it looked like it was ticketed for center field and for a base hit for Pierce. But hit it way too hard as Taylor Kay runs it down for the second out.
Yeah, that was great. Catch out there on the field. Great efforts to throw it into first, but unfortunately it was just not in time.
So with 2 away and a runner on first base, Hannah Martinez, hitting .339, digs in, squares to bunt, pulls back, takes a fastball on the outside corner, count 0-1, or excuse me, 1-0. And we just mentioned Hannah Martinez with a huge 2-run single off the first base bag that trickled down the right field line. A diving Teller Olson was unable to come away with the play. At the time, that gave Arizona a 5-0 lead. They tack on 1 more to win the game 6-0. As that pitch clips the outside corner, count moves to a ball and a strike.
Last season, Hannah was only used as a pinch runner, so this is really her time to shine this season.
That pitch fouled back. Count moves to 1-2. So Denhart looking to get out of further trouble here, has only allowed that infield single to Statman. And a nice play by Taylor Kay. Took away a base hit from Pierce. This will be a 1-2 pitch to Martinez. Denhart gets the sign from Holland and delivers. Off-speed pitch, chopped to first. Easy play for Olson. She'll step on the bag for the final out of the inning. So another quality inning of work for Ryan Denhart as we'll move to the bottom half of the second inning. Still scoreless here between Arizona and Grand Canyon University.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV25 to get 25% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple. Lopes up.
So as we move to the bottom half of the second inning, Alyssa Denham trying to match Ryan Denhart's top half of the second inning, only allowing that 1 hit to Statman. Has only allowed 1 hit each between the 2 right-handers thus far. As it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Lopes, starting with Maddie Dowdle, who went hitless against McQuillan in game 1. It'll be Dowdle, Holland, and Olson. Once again, the Lopes getting 1 hit out of the way in the first inning. Sierra Smith roping one into left field. Or excuse me, grounded one up the middle in the right center field, as the Lopes will look to get on the scoreboard for the first time here tonight.
Number 4, Maddie Dowdle.
Dowdle 0 for 3 with a strikeout in game 1. Average down to 270 as the first pitch clips the inside corner, count 0-1. And once again, the Wildcats riding a 15-game winning streak into game 2 here. As that pitch cut on and missed, and Dowdle's quickly behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And just like McQuillan, Alyssa Denham coming right after these Lopes hitters, quickly ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes as that fastball just misses outside as the count moves to 1-2. A good call there from the home plate umpire. It was just off the plate, and a good eye there from Maddie Dowdle, able to lay off. 1-2 pitch. Fastball ripped down the left field line and foul as Dowdle hooked that one a little too much. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. Lopes leaving 2 runners on base in the bottom of the first inning after a tremendous play by Jessie Harper at shortstop, able to keep her foot on the bag for the final out and the force out at second base as Dowdle's going to go down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Second strikeout for Denham as Kaylee Holland digs in. So Holland starting both these games behind home plate as Kaylee Dietrich getting the full night off before tomorrow's matinee against Arizona. Again, starting at 1 o'clock p.m. as that pitch misses low, count 1-0. And that pitch misses low, count moves to 2-0. So an excellent opportunity here for Kaylee Holland to get on base here, hitting .273, trying to impress Coach Pearson here as that pitch cut on and missed. Count moves to 2-1. Holland trying to gain a little bit more playing time over Kaylee Dietrich as the 2 catchers have been platooning behind the dish pretty much for most of the spring. We'll see if she can get her pitch here against Denham. 2-1 pitch. Goes with the fastball. Swings right through, and the count evens up at 2-2. So Denham going with the low fastball there on 2-1, able to get Holland to chase. And already with 2 strikeouts in this one, Denham looking for strikeout number 3. We'll see what she goes with here against Holland with Lorianne Olson waiting on deck. 2-2. Fastball up and away, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Alyssa Denham. So she has 3 on the night now, as Lorianne Olson will dig in with 2 away. Just a tough pitch to hit there if you're the Lopes, Montana.
Yeah, Jack, absolutely.
First pitch to Olson, just misses outside, count 1-0. Olson 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts against Taylor McQuillan in game 1. Again, Taylor McQuillan just giving up 1 hit in 7 shutout innings as she advances to 15-5 on the season. So Olson quickly ahead in the count here, 2-0. Alyssa Denham looking to pick up just her 10th win in this one. She is 9-2. As a 2-0 pitch ripped in the air to left field. Going back is Martinez. She's on the track at the wall. She'll make the play in front of the warning track for the final out of the inning. So Lorianne Olson putting a charge into that one. Comes up just short. As the Lopes go down in order, we'll head to the top of the 3rd inning here in Phoenix. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
Watched it.
Getting ready to trade it in. What are you doing?
Just a little shopping. Wait, a new truck. Don't you think I should be involved?
Of course. We'll head over to Sanderson Ford as soon as I'm done.
I don't have time today. Hope we're going with 4 doors this time.
Ooh, of course. I know exactly what I want. I mean, we want. A lightning blue Ford F-150 Super Crew with EcoBoost.
All done.
Shop from home, buy from home, we deliver. From the dealer you can trust, Sanderson Ford.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
Back here on GCU TV, it looks like a young Josh Rosen out there in the Grove throwing the football around as Ryan Denhart back out on the mound here in the third inning. Looking for a first 1-2-3 inning in this one as the first pitch bunted foul. Count quickly 0-1 on Jenna Keene. It'll be the 9-1-2 hitters for Arizona. Keene going 1 for 3 in game one, average at 346. It'll be Keene, Palomino, and Karanko. We're seeing a bit of a pitcher's duel once again through the first two innings from Denhart and Denham. As that pitch misses up, count moves to 1-1. Denham having a solid performance in that bottom of the second. Montana picking up 2 more strikeouts. She now has 3 on the night.
Yeah, Jack, I'm a big believer that no matter win or lose, Arizona series is going to help the Lopes get better prepared to finish the WAC conference.
So it'll be a 1-1 pitch here to Keene. Taps that one slowly past the mound to Torville. On to first. Gets the speedy Keene just in the nick of time for the 4-3 putout, and there's 1 away. Jenna Keene making that grounder very interesting right there. Out by at least half a step as Torville makes the play. So back to the top of the order here for Arizona. Palomino 0 for 1. Went 1 for 4 in game one with a double in the first inning. Struck out looking to start this one off against Ryan Denhart. 1-2 fastball on the outside corner. Only strikeout of the night for Denhart, as it'll be a 1-0 pitch. Wind still blowing in from right field. As that pitch just misses outside, count moves to 2-0. So a hitter's pitch here for Palomino, trying to give Arizona the lead, at least get on base. Average at 370, 13 home runs, 49 runs batted in. As I mentioned in game one, 2016 USA Softball Junior Female Athlete of the Year, as she fouls that one off as the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. In 2018, Palomino was the Arizona Athletics Sophomore Female Athlete of the Year. As a 2-1 pitch misses up, count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. Look for Palomino to get a pitch to drive here on 3-1. Denhart again with nobody on here and 1 out. Still no score in this one. Not having to give in to the left-handed bat. See if she tries to spot a corner on probably the outside corner here with the left-handed hitting bat, as she does set up outside, hits her corner. Fly ball to center field. Easy play there for Taylor Kay for the 2nd out. So a perfect pitch there for Ryan Denhart on 3-1. Does not give in to Palomino, as she hits her spot on the outside corner, getting Palomino to pop that one off softly in the air to center field. So 2 up and 2 down. Reina Karanko digs in 0 for 1 in this one. Average still sitting pretty at 442. As the first pitch, off speed in there for a called strike, count 0-1. Karanko 0 for her first 5 here tonight in Phoenix, but that average still at 442 as that pitch misses outside.
Arizona is ranked number 7 in the nation, but Ryan Denhart did throw a game to top champion number 1 Florida State earlier this season. Let's see what she could do tonight.
One pitch misses outside, count moves to 2-1. And we mentioned before, a very tight zone here for the home plate umpire, Dale Wilson. As the 2-1 pitch just misses up, and the count moves to 3-1. So Denhart fell behind 3-1 on Palomino. Got her to fly out softly to Taylor Kay in center. We'll see what she gives Reina Karenko here on 3-1. Another tough at-bat in this lineup for the Wildcats. First 6 hitters in the order, all hitting over 300. As that pitch drops in there for a strike, and the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Denhart about to throw her 40th pitch of the night. Looking for an easy 1-2-3 inning here in the third. As she steps in the circle, gets a sign from Holland, kicks and delivers the payoff pitch. Rips softly to second base. Torville has it, throws to first for her second put out of the inning. And that'll do an easy 1-2-3 inning for Denhart as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Still scoreless between Arizona and GCU here in Phoenix.
Don't miss this hypnotic celebration of pop-inspired dance and make it a fun night out with friends and family. The 2019 Spring Dance Concert connects electric beats with artistic expression as they close out the school year at Ethington Theater. The show opens tonight and runs through Sunday.
So many similarities from Game 1 so far here in Game 2 between these two clubs. Scoreless as we enter the bottom of the third inning. Remember, the first run would not be scored until the top of the 5th inning when Arizona took that lead and eventually opened up the floodgates in the top of the 6th inning, scoring 5 runs on 4 hits against both Yessie Morrison and Lexi Coons. The Lopes trying to get on the board here first in this one. Alyssa Denham, again, looking to match Ryan Denhart's top half of the third inning as she faces the 9, 1, and 2 hitters in the Lopes orders. Taylor Kay leading things off. Average at 268, went hitless in Game 1. Picked up a pair of strikeouts. And we mentioned it in Game 1, Taylor McQuillan handling the top half of the order for the Lopes, top half of their batting order, the same way she did the first time around, coming right at them, getting ahead in the count. It seemed like every single at-bat was no balls and 2 strikes in that ball game against McQuillan as that pitch is fouled off. Count moves to 1-1. But it's going to be the second go-around here for Alyssa Denham against Sierra Smith and Taylor Olson in Montana. What do you think that the Lopes need to do here in order to find some success against this Arizona right-hander?
You know, Jack, I think they just need to focus on the basics, getting the bat to the ball, and seeing what they can do out there.
And the Lopes picking up their first hit tonight. Sierra Smith grounding a ball up the middle against Denham. First at bat of the night for the Lopes, picked up their first hit as that pitch is cut on and missed by Kay. She'll take a seat. Another strikeout for Denham. She's got 4 on the night now, as Sierra Smith will dig in for the second time. So Denham gave Smith a pitch to hit up the middle back in the first inning. We'll see how she reacts here in at-bat number 2 against the Lopes left-handed bat. Average up to 326 with that single in the first inning. Pitch misses low on the corner, count 1-0. Pitch misses outside, count moves to 2-0. We saw Sierra Smith get a lot of work at third base in Game 1, including a rifle off the bat of Edior, where Sierra Smith had little to no reaction time, was able to make the play on the line out as that pitch is fouled off on the left side. That's going to get out of play. Count moves to 2-1. 6 putouts overall, Montana, as it seemed like every ball was getting hit to third base and to Sierra Smith.
Yeah, not only is she strong on third base, she's also a very strong hitter, and she leads the Lopes this season with a 326 average.
So that pitch spoiled in the air to left field. Count moves to 2-2. Smith trying to place that one right down the left field line as it slices foul. So the count now 2-2 as Denham comes from behind after falling behind 2-0. We'll see what she goes with here on the 2-2 pitch as been able to spot her fastball well on the outside corner. We'll see what she goes with here. Goes with the fastball on the outside corner, and it's fouled off into the seats. So Smith able to stay alive. Again, the one thing that the Lopes were unable to do against Taylor McQuillan was work the pitch count. Alyssa Denham up to 45 pitches now through 2 1/3 innings pitched. Remember, McQuillan only with 85 pitches in game 1 in 7 innings. As that pitch is popped up in the air. Easy play for Malia Martinez for the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down.
That seems to be the pattern going on here during this game. And even through the last game.
Taylor Olson.
Denham and Denhart mowing them down thus far as Taylor Olson digs in. Shea Smith on deck. As that pitch is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Count 0-1. Olson 0 for 1, popped up in her first at bat. As that pitch hits the outside corner, count 0-2. I mentioned earlier, Denham placing her fastballs beautifully on the corners. Finds the paint there as she looks to put away Olson here on 0-2. We'll see what she goes with. Goes with the fastball up. Olson able to lay off. So Denham unable to get Olson to chase the ladder there as the count moves to 1-2. See if she tries to mix it up here on 1-2. Went with the fastball up. Wouldn't be shocked to see an off-speed pitch low in the zone here. She goes with the fastball away. Just misses her spot, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Taylor holds the title of third in the WAC for sac flies.
2-2 pitch. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. 2 more strikeouts for Alyssa Denham. She has 5 through 3 innings. Let's go to the 4th. Still scoreless here in Phoenix. No score between Arizona and Grand Canyon. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
I will always be with you, my friend. I will be with you until the end. I will always be there when you fall and help you when you need it most of all.
Top of the 4th inning here on GCU TV. Another stalemate between Denhart and Denham. Ryan Denhart through 3 innings has only allowed 1 hit, has picked up 1 strikeout, has only thrown 45 pitches. And Alyssa Denham through 3 innings has also only allowed 1 hit. She's picked up 5 strikeouts in the process as that pitch just misses outside 1-0. Now something's got to give in this game. We saw it in game 1. Lopes and Wildcats unable to come across on the scoreboard until that top of the 5th inning when Riley Pierce picked up that solo home run, her 5th of the season. We'll see if either offense could get something going here in the 4th. As that pitch misses outside, count quickly 2-0 on Jessie Harper.
Ryan Denhart is the WAC Geico Student Athlete of the Month for March, after throwing 2 complete games among WAC competitors for a total of 32 innings.
Pitch clips the inside corner. A nice pitch there from Denhart. We've seen it through the first 3 innings. Denhart has fallen behind these Wildcat hitters early, has fallen behind 3-1 on multiple occasions. Able to spot her corners and has been able to get some pretty big outs in this game. As that pitch right on the outside corner, ripped to second. Torville has it, and there's quickly 1 away. So Jessie Harper hitting that ball right on the nose will have nothing to show for it as she heads back to the dugout. And Deja Moipola will dig in 0 for 1 in this one as Moipola. Hitting .346, grounded out to third to end things in the first inning. Pitch on the outside corner, count 0-1. And you can't say too many bad things about the first 5 or 6 bats in this order for the Wildcats, all hitting over .350. And as you can see right here, Deja Moipola, with 16 home runs, 39 runs batted in. It is a tough task, a tall task for these Lopes pitchers to get ahead of these hitters and maintain them, as they are one of the best offenses here so far this spring. Again, number 7 ranked in the nation are the Arizona Wildcats, as that pitch just misses outside. Count moves to 2-1.
Yeah, they're very strong competitors. Last weekend they set the record as the Wildcat bats came alive for the most runs in the Pac-12 series, which is not easy.
2-1 pitch. Popped in the air. It's going to stay in the infield. Sierra Smith makes a play right in front of the circle for the second out of the inning. So Denhart has retired 6 in a row as Malia Martinez digs in the junior 0 for 1 in this game as well. Martinez picked up 1 hit and 1 RBI in game 1. Picked up a sac fly with the bases loaded in that 6th inning against Yessie Morrison. As the first pitch hits the outside corner again, count 0-1. So Ryan Denhart really falling in love with that outside corner in this one, coming at these Wildcat hitters with a steady diet of fastballs early and coming in with the hook with 2 strikes. As the 0-1 pitch fouled straight back, and the count is once again no balls and 2 strikes. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 4th, the Lopes will have the heart of their order due up. 3, 4, and 5. Shea Smith, Savannah Torville, and Lily Bishop looking to get on the board against Alyssa Denham as that pitch is chopped to second. Torville has it, throws on to first for a nice play. 4-3 put out for the Lopes second baseman, and another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Denhart. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Lopes looking to take the lead as they face off against Alyssa Denham in the bottom of the 4th.
Welcome to the big leagues. The Grand Canyon Beverage Company has just launched a 16-ounce can of their popular energy drink, Stampede. Keep up with the herd and head to GCBC to get yours.
So we'll see what the Lopes do here in the bottom of the 4th, trying to change their approach here against the Arizona right-hander, who has handed out 5 punch-outs through the first 3 innings, has picked up 2 in each of the last 2 innings. Looking to pick up her 10th win is Alyssa Denham. Has only given up 8 home runs on the season. The long ball has been the Lopes' friend so far this season. We saw 2 off the bat, like we mentioned, from Lily Bishop last weekend against Bakersfield. Bishop will get in that bat here in the bottom of the 4th, as it will be Smith, Torville, and Bishop. Shea Smith working a 6-pitch walk back in the first inning against Denham. Denham getting herself into trouble in that first inning. Runners on first and second with 2 outs before Lily Bishop chopped a hard grounder up the middle off the glove of Denham, would ricochet into the glove of Jessie Harper, who showed off her range on that play, able to keep her right foot on the bag and use the left foot to make the full out extension, almost a full-blown split, able to come away with the put out at second base for the final out in that frame, as that pitch is in there for a called strike, count 0-1 on Smith. And Shea's batting average at .391. Still sitting at 4 home runs and 20 runs batted in, as that pitch is sliced fouled on the left field line, count quickly 0-2.
And Shea and her sister Sierra are second among Division I sets of twins in combined hits for 92, and are 4th among twins in combined batting average of .364.
0-2 pitch, chop foul. So Smith able to take a hack at that one and stay alive, as it looks like she's going to grab a new bat. And she felt something off about that one. I don't know how many times you see that. A potential broken metal bat there as she grabs a new bat. Count remains 0-2. See if the new bat can bring her luck here on this 0-2 pitch. Denham comes in with the fastball high. Smith lays off. Count moves to 1-2.
You can hear her teammates cheering for her.
So 1-2 pitch from Denham. Cut on and miss. Smith unable to hold back on that one. As she thought about laying off that one, it was already too late before she went around. Strikeout number 6 for Denham. Savannah Torville will dig in with one away. So the Lopes finding no success so far here tonight against Arizona. And that pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, count 0-1. Torville struck out looking back in the first inning. Lopes with just 2 hits in 10 1/3 innings thus far against Arizona pitching. That ball chopped foul in the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes as Denham and Denhart both getting ahead of these hitters here so far tonight, leading to their success. Denham more so than Denhart after, again, 6 strikeouts. She's only allowed 1 walk, and since that first inning has not allowed a base runner. 0-2 pitch, ripped up the middle. Denham's got it. She was ready for that one as she throws on to first. Pierce makes the play, 2 up, 2 down. And as Torville will head back to the dugout. That ball ticketed for center field, but Alyssa Denham able to snag that one before it can get past her.
Yeah, she made it look real easy out there.
Lily Bishop digs in. Grounded into that fielder's choice like we mentioned back in the first, with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Hit the ball hard and nothing to show for it. We've seen that on multiple occasions from the Lopes tonight. Just hitting it right at some of these fielders so far tonight as she laces that one in the air. Right center field. Coming in on it is Palomino as she makes the final out of the inning. A nice play out there in right center field, coming in on the ball as we will head to the top of the 5th inning here in Phoenix. Still scoreless between Arizona and Grand Canyon. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Do you want to be on Ask GCU? Twitter raffle.
Twitter raffle.
Tweet us your questions, and the person with the best question is going to get featured on the next episode with the crew.
My dudes.
What are you doing?
People don't like us very much, it seems.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Let's move to the top half of the 5th inning here in Phoenix. Still scoreless between the Wildcats and the Lopes. Ryan Denhart back out on the mound for the Lopes, looking to pick up her 10th win of the season. Comes into this one at 9-3 as she faces off against the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in Arizona's order. First pitch fouled off, count 0-1. Tamara Statman picked up an infield single back in the 2nd inning. Chopped one right in front of the circle out there in front of Denhart. Denhart fielded, fired it to first, but Statman way too quick on the base path, is able to pick up that single. Only hit of the night for Arizona. As Ryan Denhart talking things over with the home plate umpire. That last foul ball got a piece of the home plate umpire. He seems to be all right back there as Denhart is giving him some time to work with here. So it'll be Statman, Pierce, and Hannah Martinez. And again, Arizona, a little deja vu here. They took the lead in the 5th inning in game 1 when Pierce hit a solo home run. She's going to get a chance to drive in another run here as Statman takes one off the thigh there as she'll take first base, and Arizona has a runner on first base with nobody out. And it looks like we're going to see a pinch runner here for Statman, put a little more speed on the base paths for the Wildcats. As it's going to be the freshman Riley Kaderka. Left-handed hitting outfielder. So a little bit more speed on the base paths for Arizona as they try to take the lead here in the 5th, just like they did in game 1. As Riley Pierce digs in, flew out to deep right field in her first at-bat. As she rips that one to third, right to Smith. That could be 2. There's 1 on to first. Double play. A 5-4-3 double play. Hit right at Sierra Smith. She did not hesitate, threw it right to Torville at second, who threw on to first for a quick double play, just what the doctor ordered if you're Ryan Denhart. So 2 away, nobody out. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat and Hannah Martinez.
That is the way to do it if you're the Lopes.
Grounded out to first in her last at-bat. An easy play for Taylor Olson back in the 2nd inning. That's a first pitch misses low, count 1-0. So just what you needed there if you're Ryan Denhart, as this will be the 60th pitch from the right-hander in this one in the 5th inning. Nobody currently warming up in the Lopes bullpen for Coach Pearson. And as a 1-0 pitch ripped down the first base line and foul, so the count moves to 1-1. It'll be Maddie Dowdle, Kaylee Holland, and Lorianne Olson for the Lopes in the bottom of the 5th inning against Allison Denham. As a 1-1 offering on the outside corner for a called strike, count moves to 1-2. Nothing you could do with that pitch if you're Hannah Martinez. Right on the corner there from Ryan Denhart. And the 1-2 pitch. Ripped into center field. Right there is Kay as she puts it away for the final out. Hannah Martinez putting a charge into that one, but right at Kay. Another 1-2-3 inning for Denhart. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th. Lopes look to get on the board first. Still scoreless between the Wildcats and the Lopes.
You can catch the latest series from GCU TV, Living as Lopes, Finding Your Purpose. Living as Lopes follows a group of GCU students as they navigate their way through college life and all that it holds, with a few fun twists along the way. Watch new episodes every week on youtube.com/GCU. You can check out some of those rowdy college students that are out on the field.
Well, it is Friday night here in Phoenix. It's good to see everybody out and about here as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. Still scoreless between the Lopes and the Wildcats as Maddie Dowdle looks to put the Lopes on the board. It'll be Dowdle, Holland, and Olson against Alyssa Denham. Denham has been solid thus far, only allowing 1 hit. She has struck out 6 through the first 4 innings, sitting at 64 total pitches thus far. And if I didn't know any better, I'd believe that this game may come down to 1 swing of the bat, the way these 2 pitchers have been tossing. As the first pitch, bunted foul. Dowdle looking for the drag bunt there, trying to get on base to start things off for her offense here as the count's 0-1. And nothing you could really do here if you're the Lopes, as Denham has been able to get ahead in every single at-bat so far here tonight. And she looks to get ahead here 0-2 on Dowdle, and she will as Dowdle swings through that off-speed pitch, and the count's 0-2. So Dowdle going to choke up on the bat here, just trying to put the ball in play. And she pulls back the bunt attempt and takes a fastball outside. Count moves to 1-2. Lopes just looking for a mistake here from Denham. Has not made one all night long. As a 1-2 pitch in on the hands. Dowdle swings through it. And strikeout number 7 for Alyssa Denham. There's one away here in the 5th. Lopes just looking for a mistake to drive here as Denham has hit her spots all night long, resulting in those 7 strikeouts. But if the Lopes can find a way to take advantage of a hanging off-speed pitch or a fastball that gets a little too much of the plate here, the Lopes will be looking to drive it as, like I said, this game may have to come down to one swing, whether it's from the Wildcats or the Lopes offense. So the count's 1-0 on Kaylee Holland here. Kaylee 0 for 1 in the game, struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. Denham has struck out at least 2 hitters in each of the last 3, or at least last of the each 2 innings. As the count's 1-1 on Holland. One pitch, misses low, count moves to 2-1. Again, Denham falling behind one of her first few hitters all night long here in Holland. So we'll see what she goes with on 2-1. Holland looking fastball, looking to react to the off-speed pitch, gets the fastball over the heart of the plate. Was not able to pull the trigger there as the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. Ripped to first and foul as it gets past Pierce. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Holland does have 3 home runs on the season. As the 2-2 pitch. In on the hands again. Holland able to foul it off. Fouls it off her foot there as she'll walk it off. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's never a good feeling after you fall one off your foot there.
Holland is putting great efforts in at the plate right now.
2-2 pitch. Fouled off the foot again of Holland, so Holland getting beat up a little bit here in this at-bat against Alyssa Denham.
Her teammates are cheering loud for her, encouraging her, trying to get some action on the plate.
So Denham will come at Holland again with the 2-2 pitch, goes with the off-speed pitch and gets Holland to wave at it for strike 3. So brilliant pitch there for Alyssa Denham as she strikes out her 2nd batter of the inning, as she does it for 3 consecutive innings to pick up her 8th strikeout of the night. Lorianne Olson's going to dig in with 2 outs and nobody on. Kaylee Holland putting up a great at-bat up there, like you said, but was absolutely fooled by that 2-2 off-speed pitch on the outside corner. Pitch fouled straight back by Olson, count 0-1. Lorianne flied out sharply to left in her last at-bat, inches away from picking up her first home run of the season as she flew out to the warning track. Martinez able to make the play just in front of the whack sign out there in left field.
Like we mentioned earlier, Lorianne is from Tucson, so it's a big rivalry for her.
That pitch slapped foul into the seats. So the count moves to 1-2. Denham looking to strike out the side for the first time in this one. Trying to match what Taylor McQuillan did in game 1, trying to pick up her 9th strikeout of the night. As that pitch misses low and away, count moves to 2-2. Again, nobody warming up on either side as this has been an excellent pitching duel between Ryan Denhart and Alyssa Denham. Both pitchers trying to pick up their 10th win on the season as that pitch is spoiled by Olson and will get out of play. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch on the outside corner. Denham doesn't get Olson to budge as the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Denham unable to get Olson to chase on those back-to-back fastballs on the outside corner. We'll see what she goes with on the payoff pitch. 3-2 offering, goes with the fastball away again, and Olson lays off for ball 4. So a base runner for the Lopes, first since the first inning in this ball game. Runner on first base and 2 outs, and it looks like Coach Pearson is going to call on Jordan Keaton to pinch hit for Taylor Kay. So the Lopes going with the right-handed bat against the right-handed pitcher. Keaton has been known for coming off the bench in situations like this. Would not be shocked to see Taylor Kay back out there in center field to start things in the top of the 6th inning. Great defense so far tonight from Taylor Kay on multiple occasions. But Keaton digs in 43 at bat. She has 11 hits, 1 home run, 11 runs batted in, hitting .256. And it looks like Taylor Tetone is going to pinch run at first base for Lorianne Olson. So the Lopes putting a little bit more speed on the base paths as Coach Pearson sees an opportunity here in the bottom of the 5th. The Lopes cannot afford to waste it. Again, just their first base runner since the bottom of the 1st. Pitch misses low and outside, count 1-0.
Jordan is kind of the Lopes' secret weapon in situations like this.
We'll see if she can come through here on the 1-0 pitch. Lines that one sharply down the third base line, but foul, so the count moves to a ball and a strike. And as I mentioned earlier in the inning, if Denham makes a mistake here, the Lopes cannot afford to miss it, and that's why Jordan Keaton is up in this situation right now. Does have some power, has 1 home run on the season. 4 extra base hits. As she comes into this one with 3 doubles. Has only struck out 6 times on the season. So a contact hitter, which is what you need against a right-hander like Alyssa Denham, as that pitch is cut on and missed. Count moves to 1-2. So it's been a common theme here for the Lopes so far here tonight. Falling behind with 2 strikes, Keaton looking to choke up on the bat and take this ball the other way. 1-2 pitch, takes it the other way. Slow roller to second, going to be a tough play, and it's going to be made out there by Karenko as she throws on to first for the 4-3 putout, and that'll do it here in the 5th inning. Another scoreless frame for Alyssa Denham as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Still scoreless between the Wildcats and the Lopes. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Back here on GCU TV, top half of the 6th inning. You couldn't ask for a better pitching duel between Ryan Denhart and Alyssa Denham in this one, as Denhart back out on the mound for inning number 6. There was a first pitch strike on the outside corner to Jenna Keene, and the count's 0-1. So Denhart, through 5 innings of work, has only allowed 1 hit, as Arizona has left 2 runners on base, 1 in scoring position, and Alyssa Denham has been just as, if not better, than Ryan Denhart in this one, only allowing 1 hit, striking out 8 Lopes in the process. As Denhart quickly ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes, and it seems like every time we see a batter, they're down in the count 0-2 in this game. So Denhart looking to put away Keene in quick fashion here as the 0-2 pitch is left outside. So the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. It'll be Keene, Palomino, and Karanko. Keene grounded out sharply to Torville at second base back in the 3rd inning. Looking to put the ball in play here as the 1-2 pitch popped in the air. Should be an easy play for Holland. She puts it away in foul territory for the pop out. And there is quickly 1 away. So as we enter the latter stages in this game, Montana, what have you seen so far here tonight from Ryan Denhart that has made her so successful against this Wildcats lineup?
Well, Jack, it's really been like a 1-2-3 inning every time.
Pitch grounded softly to second. Torville has it for the 4-3 put out, 2 away.
Just like that.
Or just like that, 2 up and 2 down for Ryan Denhart, looking for another 1-2-3 scoreless frame as Reina Karenko, the second baseman for Arizona, digs in, grounded out sharply to Torville at second base back in the 3rd, reached on an E4 back in the 1st inning. As she would get into scoring position, but would be left in scoring position at second base in that 1st inning as that pitch misses outside, count 1-0. The last time the Wildcats saw a runner in scoring position in that 1st inning. One-0 pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Count moves to 1-1. That has been Denhart's bread and butter so far here tonight, as we have not seen her leave any mistakes over the heart of the plate to these Wildcats order. Has been very consistent hitting her spots, especially that outside corner to both right-handed and left-handed bats as she hits it right there once again. Count moves to 1-2. Just an unhittable pitch if you're anybody in the Wildcats order. Does not matter if you're hitting 438 like Reina Karenko. Just trying to get a pitch to drive here. As a 1-2 offering from Denhart on the outside corner, misses high and away. Count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, Jack, whoever's going to swing the bat first is going to have a huge advantage at this game as we head to the final innings.
So Denhart gets a sign from Holland, kicks and delivers the 2-2 pitch. As that pitch is poked down the left field line, coming in on it is Dowdle. She'll be unable to make the play, but it lands foul. So Karenko will head back to the batter's box as that ball slices to the left of the 3rd base line. Dowdle thought about making a full-out extension on that one. Decided better of it as it lands foul. So Karenko will see another 2-2 offering from Denhart. Pitch count up to 68 pitches as that ball is sliced foul. Emergency hack there from Karenko, trying to stay alive. All the Wildcats can do is stick the bat out and poke that outside fastball from Denhart, as they have been unable to master that pitch through the first 5 2/3 innings. 2-2 pitch. Denhart goes with the fastball low and inside. Did she go? No, she did not, said the the 3rd base umpire. As the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Denhart trying to fool Karenko there with the 2-2 fastball on the inner heart of the plate. We've seen Denhart try and hit that outside corner for most of the night. Has been mostly successful thus far as she goes with the off-speed pitch over the heart of the plate. That ball's ripped into the gap and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Kay has it, fields it, throws into second base. But standing up at second with a 2-out double is Reina Karenko. Arizona picks up their 2nd hit. And just like that, they got a runner in scoring position. And that has been the first mistake that Ryan Denhart has made all night. 3-2 off-speed pitch that she just hung right in the middle of the zone there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on Harper as there are 2 outs and a runner on second.
That pitch popped in the air, fairly deep right field. Olsen has it just in front of the warning track for the final out of the inning. So Denhart gets away with that double as we enter the bottom half of the 6th inning. Still scoreless as the Lopes look to figure out Alyssa Denham as we enter the bottom of the 6th.
Don't miss the Lopes tomorrow afternoon in another exciting game against U of A as they take part in Baseball Day Arizona. A full day of baseball and softball all on Fox Sports Arizona. The Lopes take the field at 1 p.m. with pregame starting at 12:30. You can also check out the action here on GCU TV.
So as we enter the bottom half of the 6th inning, Alyssa Denham looking to match what Taylor McQuillan did in game 1, as McQuillan picking up 9 strikeouts in 7 innings of work. Denham has already picked up 8 strikeouts in just 5 innings of work, striking out 2 more Lopes in the process last inning. As she will face the top half of the batting order, 3rd go-around for Denham, as the Lopes have already seen Denham 2 times around. What do you think the Lopes will look to do here 3rd time around against the right-hander?
You know, Jack, if I'm the coach, I would have reminded the ladies of the success that they've had this season already, that they've already gone out there and beat the #1 team in the nation, and just to swing the bat out there to see what they can bring.
So Smith taps that one to second. Karanko has it, throws on to first to get the speedy Smith. As the home plate umpire makes the call, first out of the inning. Bang, bang play there at first base as Smith makes it very close at first base. She has a little chat with the home plate umpire, clear things up. As she heads back to the dugout. So 1 away, and Taylor Olsen digs in. So 1 pitch and 1 out. Now what you want to see from the Lopes offense. As Taylor Olsen swings at the first pitch as well, fouls it straight back, count 0-1. Olsen just missing that fastball over the inner heart of the plate. As the 0-1 pitch, breaking ball in there for a strike, count moves to 0-2. As Olsen will look to protect the plate now after laying off that 0-1 off-speed pitch. Hung a little bit in the middle of the zone. Olsen unable to pull the trigger. As the 0-2 pitch, fastball. Off the shoulder there of Olsen as she's able to stay alive.
Both teams are really giving it their all tonight, hence the score still 0-0.
And Denham obviously fooling Olsen there with the 0-2 fastball as she was plenty late on it. She goes back with the fastball on the outside corner, gets Olsen to pop up in foul territory. Pierce has it right in front of the Wildcats dugout, and just like that, 2 up and 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the Lopes able to put the ball in play against Denham, but have yet to find a base runner. Again, the Lopes with just 1 hit coming from Sierra Smith to lead things off in the bottom of the 1st inning. Just 2 hits in the first 12 2/3 innings against Arizona pitching here today. The 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, call for a strike, count moves to 1-1. Fastball misses up, count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. And if you're Coach Pearson, you don't want anybody else in the situation up besides Shea Smith. Has more than enough pop to hit one out of the park here as the Lopes have struggled offensively. 2-1 pitch ripped up the middle. Nice stab there from Karanko. Throws on to first for the final out as she fields it from one knee and fires to Pierce at first base for the 4-3 putout. As we will head to the top half of the 7th inning, Ryan Denhart going back out on the circle trying to finish her job in the top half of the 7th. You're watching GCU softball right here on GCU TV.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and this is Ask GCU. Hi, I'm Brittany Holwyn, and you should watch Ask GCU,
where we answer your questions every week.
And the points don't matter. Wait, what?
Tune in every week for answers to be questioned.
Where we answer your questions in a common... all right.
I'm a professional manager!
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Let's go to the top of the 7th here in Phoenix. No score between the Wildcats and the Lopes. It's been all Ryan Denhart and Alyssa Denham in this one, as both offenses have yet to figure out the two right-handers. Denhart, entering her 7th inning of work through 6 innings, has only allowed 2 hits, struck out 1, only allowing 1 extra base hit. As the first pitch just misses outside to Deja Moipola. Moipola 0 for 2 in this one with a ground out in the first, popped up to third back in the 4th. Just 3 hits combined between the two clubs here in Game 2 after a 6-0 Arizona win in Game 1. That pitch misses outside, count moves to 2 balls and no strike. Both pitchers have done a great job getting ahead of their hitters as Denhart falls behind here. 2 balls and no strikes on the Arizona cleanup hitter. Moipola with 16 home runs on the season, like we've mentioned. As that fastball just misses low and the count moves to 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, Denhart needs to approach the 7th inning just like she's approached all the previous innings. She needs to continue to pound the zone and get ahead of the hitters.
So it'll be a 3-0 offering to Moipola. As she takes that pitch on the inside corner for a strike, count moves to 3-1. So Denhart going right back to what she knows best on that 3-0 pitch, not giving in to the power hitting Moipola, who could have been given the green light there. Goes with the pitch on the inside corner. We'll see what she comes with here on 3-1. Moipola thinking fastball here. As she gets it, rips it down the left field line and foul. Moipola expecting the fastball and gets it there, was ready for it as she just hooks it foul down the left field line. As the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Ryan Denhart dodging a bullet there as she was able to get that one just a bit inside for Moipola to hook it. We'll see what she goes with on 3-2. Goes with the fastball, lifted in the air. Right center field, coming in on it is Kay. She calls off Olsen for the first out of the inning, and Denhart wins that battle with Moipola after falling behind 3 balls and no strikes. Great approach there from Ryan Denhart. On 3-0 comes with the fastball on the inside corner. On 3-2 challenges Moipola. Moipola ends up pulling it just a bit foul. And she goes with the fastball up and in on 3-2 to get Moipola to fly out to center. As that pitch is ripped to third. Nice snag there from Sierra Smith. Throws across the diamond for the second out. Nice play there by Smith as the Lopes quickly have 2 away here in the 7th inning. With Statman digging in. Malia Martinez jumping right after the first pitch, ripping it down the third baseline, but right at Sierra Smith, who has been very busy here tonight for the Lopes against Arizona. So Denhart looking for another 1-2-3 inning as Tamara Statman digs in. First pitch on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Statman with the infield single. Dribbler down the first baseline back in the 2nd inning. Was hit by a pitch in the 5th, so she's been on base both times. Looking to reach base a 3rd time, trying to pass the baton to Riley Pierce, waiting on deck. As that pitch misses outside, count moves to a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch, slice foul on the left field line, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Denhart has matched Alyssa Denham in every category here tonight, except for the strikeout. The Wildcats have been able to put the ball in play, and Denhart have yet to be successful thus far. Denhart only with 1 strikeout, looking to pick up strikeout number 2 right here against Statman. We'll see what she goes with on 1 and 2. Goes with the fastball as it's ripped in the air, fairly deep center. Going back is Kay. She's at the track, at the wall, and in front of the warning track. Makes the play for the final out. A brilliant 7-inning performance for Ryan Denhart. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, do the Lopes have a walk-off in their bones? Only one way to find out as we head to the bottom of the 7th. No score between the Lopes and the Wildcats.
If you're visiting campus this spring, why not stay at the GCU Hotel? Featuring comfortable rooms, a resort-style pool, and the Canyon 49 Grill, it's the perfect place to stay when coming to GCU. Book a room today at gcuhotel.com.
And to no surprise, Alyssa Denham back out on the mound for Arizona through 6 innings. She's only allowed 1 hit, coming to the first batter she faced in Sierra Smith back in the 1st inning, and has picked up 8 strikeouts along the way. It'll be Torville, Bishop, and Dowdle. I've been saying it for the past few innings. This game may come down to 1 swing of the bat. A lot of power due up for the Lopes. Savannah Torville with 5 home runs on the season, Bishop with 4, and Maddie Dowdle with 4 of her own. So we'll see what the Lopes can do here against the right-hander as the Lopes look to pick up the walk-off victory here on this Friday night. Torville 0 for 2 thus far. As the first pitch fastball, ripped foul. So Torville looking for that first pitch fastball, got it. Did not take advantage of it as the count is 0-1.
Torville, a really strong competitor out there, holding the number 2 stand in the WAC for batting average with a .480.
Oh, 1 pitch inside. Just barely misses Torville as the count moves to 1-1. Torville trying to get on base any way necessary here. Would have taken the hit by pitch there. See what she gets on 1-1. Gets a fastball, chops it over the head of Martinez and into left field for a base hit. So Torville getting the Baltimore chop there over the head of Malia Martinez, unable to come away with that grounder. As Torville picks up her first hit of the night, 2nd in 2 games, so 2 for 6 on this Friday night against Arizona pitching. As the Lopes are in business, as Gianna Nicoletti, the freshman, is going to come on and pinch run for the Lopes second baseman Torville. So a lot more speed on the base paths now that Gianna Nicoletti has entered this game.
As if things aren't already hot enough in Arizona, things are really starting to heat up out there on the field.
Coach Pearson looking to get aggressive here with the speedy Nicoletti on first base and the power hitting Lily Bishop at the plate. Could potentially see a hit and run in this situation. Nicoletti could steal second to get into scoring position with Bishop at the plate. Does have 21 RBIs as she swings right through that fastball and the count's 0-1. Bishop trying to hit one in the gap here that would at least get Nicoletti to third base, if not home, for the game-winning run. So the Lopes do have the go-ahead run on first base. 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and the count moves to 0-2. Bishop knows she missed that pitch. And as the count moves to 0-2. Fastball over the heart of the plate there. Bishop looking to drive it. Just gets underneath it a bit as she looks to protect the plate now. No balls and 2 strikes. Maddie Dowdle waiting on deck. Nicoletti takes her jump off of first. Pitch misses outside. Count moves to 1-2. Pierce playing right in front of Nicoletti over there at first base. Nicoletti trying to read Denham's motion here as she takes her jump. Pitch just misses inside, and the count moves to 2-2 on Bishop. Denham looking for the called strike 3 call there from Dale Wilson, the home plate umpire. He does not give it to her, as we'll see a 2-2 offering here to Lily Bishop. Nicoletti leads off first. The pitch fouled off by Bishop, so the count remains 2-2. Denham not shying away from Lily Bishop here with back-to-back 2-2 fastballs right over the heart of the plate. Bishop just able to foul them off. Outfield is playing deep for the power hitting designated player as that pitch misses inside, and the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a big moment in this game as Lily Bishop tries to at least to get on base here with the speedy Nicoletti on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Scoreless game between Arizona and GCU. 3-2 pitch, chopped slowly to third. Martinez has it, throws across the diamond to get Bishop at first base. Moving to second is Nicoletti. So the Lopes do have a runner in scoring position with 1 out as Bishop does her job to move the runner over. So with the speedy Nicoletti on second base, a single can potentially win this game as Maddie Dowdle will dig in 0 for 2 in this game. 0 for 3 in game 1 with a strikeout. Has struck out in both plate appearances tonight against Denham. First pitch on the corner for a strike, count 0-1. Dowdle's average sitting at 287. Looking to pick up her 16th RBI right here, right now, as the 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul, and the count's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. So Denham going right back to what she knows best, getting ahead of these Lopes hitters. We'll see if she gets Dowdle to chase the high heater or goes low and away here. Has been her 1-2 punch all night long as Nicoletti looks to get a good jump off of second base. 0-2 pitch, fastball low and away, gets Dowdle swinging for the second out of the inning. So Dowdle down on 3 pitches. She struck out swinging 3 times here tonight. As there are now 2 away and a runner on second base. And that'll bring up Kaylee Holland. She looks to continue the inning here for the Lopes. 0 for 2 in this one. Struck out looking in the second, struck out swinging in the 5th. Denham finding much success against the bottom third of the Lopes order here tonight. She lays off the first pitch low, count 1-0.
The pressure is really on Holland right now as there's 2 outs, and this could potentially win the game for the Lopes.
1-0 offering. Fastball in there for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. And with Nicoletti's speed on second base, a single could potentially win this ball game with the outfield playing fairly deep out there in right, center, and left. Couple of steps in front of the warning track as that pitch is tapped slowly to short. As Harper fields it, throws on to first, and we are headed to extra innings here in Phoenix as the pitching duel will continue between Ryan Denhart and Alyssa Denham. 7 innings wasn't good enough. Free softball here in Phoenix. Let's go to the 8th here on GCU TV.
Feel the thunder in the heart of Phoenix. GCULopes.com.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
36, Bradley.
Back here on GCU TV as we enter inning number 8 here in Phoenix. Ryan Denhart back out on the mound for her 8th inning of work against the Arizona Wildcats. It's been all Denhart and Denham on the pitching circle so far here tonight for the two squads, as will be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Arizona as we enter extra innings here in Phoenix. First baseman Riley Pierce digs in for her 3rd plate appearance against Denhart. Fastball just misses outside, count 1-0.
Yeah, Jack, we've talked about how tough the University of Arizona softball team is, but right now is a great way for the Lopes to show what they're truly made of.
Pierce grounding out sharply into a 5-4-3 double play back in the 5th inning that Sierra Smith started. As that pitch is in there for a called strike right on the inside corner. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. And of course, Riley Pierce, like we've mentioned all night long, picked up her 5th home run of the season in Game 1 in the 5th inning. It was a scoreless game then between Yessie Morrison and Taylor McQuillan. It gave Arizona a 1-0 lead. Go on to win the game 6-0 after a big 5-run 6th inning. She rips that one up the middle past Shea Smith and into center field for a leadoff single. So Riley Pierce is now 1 for 3. She picks up her 2nd hit of the night. And Arizona has a runner on first base with Hannah Martinez digging in. So Arizona with their 3rd hit of the ball game. They've only left 3 runners on base. 2 hits previously against Denhart. 1 runner reaching with a hit by pitch as that ball's bunted beautifully past the glove of Smith, and everybody's going to reach. Sierra Smith trying to be a little too quick with that ball, trying to nab the speedy Martinez as it gets just underneath her glove, allowing both runners to reach. And just like that, the Wildcats are in business. Runners on 1st and 2nd and nobody out.
And this is not what you want if you're Ryan Denhart right now in extra innings.
So Denhart is going to have to work herself out of trouble here with nobody out, as Jenna Keene digs in, 0 for 2 in this one. Fully expect Keene to lay down a bunt here with runners on 1st and 2nd, trying to move the runners over to 2nd and 3rd base. Smith playing in at the bag at 3rd. As Keene thought about laying down a bunt, takes the pitch high, count 1-0, as we're going to get a meeting on the mound here between Holland and Denhart, trying to get on the same page. Been on the same page for most of the night, if not the entire night, through the first 7 innings of work. They're going to have to work themselves out of their first real jam in this one in the 8th. So both Olsen and Smith playing in at the corners, as Pierce looks to get a good jump off of 2nd base with Keene squaring to bunt, lays off, as that pitch just misses and the count moves to 2 balls and no strikes. .2-0 pitch, lays down the bunt, right back to Denhart. She'll go to 1st to nab the speedy Keene for the 1st out of the inning. A beautiful bunt there for Jenna Keene. That's how you draw it up, moving the runners over to 2nd and 3rd base with 1 out. So the plan has been executed by Arizona. We'll see if it can be completed here with Alyssa Palomino at the plate. 0 for 3 in Game 2 after going 1 for 4 in Game 1. First base is open with Karanka waiting on deck. As the first pitch fastball lifted in the air. Shallow center, Kay has it, makes a play, tagging as the runner at 3rd, and she'll head back as Kay comes up firing with what you can say is a perfect throw, as you couldn't have drawn it up any better. Taylor Kay makes the catch in shallow center field and rifles it in right to Kaylee Holland on a fly, not allowing Pierce to tag up from 3rd base. So that'll bring up Raina Karanko as Ryan Denhart 1 out away from getting herself into and out of trouble here in extra innings. She will set to go right after Raina Karanko here. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike, count 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Denhart trying to nab the corner again, just a little bit outside there as the count moves to 1-1. And Martinez with great speed on second base. A single could potentially score 2 here. With the heavy hitting Karenko at the plate. Remember, just 1 for 7 so far in this series, still hitting .443 on the season. As a 1-1 pitch, ripped up the middle, past Denhart's glove and into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Martinez. As she is ahead of the throw, slides in safely. A huge 2-run single for Reina Karenko as she picks up her 32nd and 33rd runs batted in on the season, and Arizona takes a 2-0 lead here in the 8th. So the Wildcats finally break through against Ryan Denhart. Karenko able to get that grounder past the glove of Denhart and into center field, scoring both Pierce and Hannah Martinez as Alyssa Denham will look to shut things out in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Arizona not done here in the top half as that pitch is popped in the air into foul territory. The count quickly 0-1. And Ryan Denhart, who's been brilliant all night long, brilliant through 7 innings of work, only allowing 2 hits through 7 innings of work, allows 2 hits and 2 runs here in the top of the 8th inning, with her team trailing 2-0, looking to avoid their 2nd loss on the night. As that pitch misses up, count moves to a ball and a strike. Jesse Harper 0 for 3 in this one, flew out to Olsen down the right field line back in the 6th inning. Lined out sharply to second back in the 4th, grounded out to Shea Smith back in the 1st inning. Average still at .369 as she rips that one down the third base side. It'll go foul and the count moves to 1-2. One-two pitch. Denhart trying to get Harper to chase the ladder there. The home plate umpire turns to the first base umpire. He says she did not go around, so the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Denhart up to 99 total pitches now. This will be pitch number 100 for the right-hander. Again, coming into this game at 9-3, looking to avoid going to 9-4 as her offense is going to have to pick her up in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fastball cut on and missed by Harper as she'll take a seat. And as the Lopes will head to the plate in the bottom half of the 8th inning, looking to at least score 2 runs with their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up against Alyssa Denham. And we will be right back here on GCU TV.
I will always be with you, my friend. I will be with you until the end. I will always be there when you fall and help you when you need it most of all.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Let's go to the bottom half of the 8th inning here on GCU TV. Arizona finally breaking out against Ryan Denhart. A huge 2-run single in the top half of the 8th inning. Off the bat of Reina Karenko. Picking up her 3rd RBI, 33rd run batted in of the season as That pitch is popped up. 1 pitch and 1 out for Alyssa Denham here in the bottom of the 8th. As Lorianne Olson trying to do something right out of the gates here in this inning. Pops up in the infield. 1 away as the Lopes are down to their final 2 outs.
The Lopes really need to keep positive right now and focus on 1 hitter at a time and simply just trying to reach base.
So with 1 away, looks like Kaylee Dietrich is going to pinch hit here for Taylor Kay. So the second pinch hitter of the night for Taylor Kay. That'll take her out of the lineup permanently. If the Lopes can scratch across 2 runs here against Denham. First pitch cut on and missed by Dietrich, count 0-1. So Dietrich making her first appearance here tonight against the University of Arizona, hitting .213 on the season, 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in, and 75 at-bats. Lays off that fastball, count moves to 1-1. One pitch in there for a called strike, count moves to 1-2. So with a win here in Game 2, Arizona would pick up their 16th consecutive victory dating all the way back to March 10th. Have not lost a game in well over a month here this spring as that fastball misses outside. Count moves to 2-2. Two-two offering, chopped to short. Harper has it, throws across the diamond for the second out, and the Lopes are down to their final out. The Lopes dominated all night long by this Arizona pitching. We saw it in Game 1 with Taylor McQuillan only giving up 1 hit in 7 innings of work. She struck out 9. Alyssa Denham in 8 innings of work, and she's thrown at 117 pitches, might I add. Has also struck out 9, has only given up 2 hits. As that pitch cut on and missed by Sierra Smith, count 0-1. And both Yessie Morrison and Ryan Denhart pitching well. Yessie Morrison pitching very well through the first 5 innings against the Wildcats. Got away from her a little bit in that 6th inning in Game 1, but Ryan Denhart pitching beautifully through the first 7 innings of this one. Montana just got away from her with 1 swing of the bat in the 8th inning. So it'll be a 1-1 pitch to Smith. Fastball outside, count moves to 2-1. Lopes only need 1 base runner here in the 8th inning to bring the tying run to the plate with Taylor Olson on deck, who's 0 for 3 in this one. Lopes would love to get Shea Smith and Savannah Torville another go-around here in this one. As that pitch clips the outside corner and the count moves to 2-2, the Lopes are down to their final strike.
There's tons of pressure right now on Shea Smith, as this could potentially be the end of the game right here by 1 swing of the bat.
2-2 pitch. Cut on and missed, strike 3. As Smith chases the high heater from Denham, her 10th strikeout of the night, and she completes the 8-inning shutout of the GCU Lopes. Lopes falling in this one by a final score of 2-0. A brilliant performance by Alyssa Denham. 8 innings pitched, only allowed those 2 hits, 10 strikeouts. And you can't say enough about Arizona's pitching in this one, Montana.
Absolutely. You can't give Denhart enough credit as well. She threw a great game, put her all out there.
Well, in Game 1, the Lopes fell by a final score of 6-0. They fall by a final score of 2-0 here in 8 innings, as they just could not get the bats going against this Wildcat pitching staff. 2 brilliant starts from Taylor McQuillan, and of course, Alyssa Denham with her 8-inning shutout here tonight. While the Lopes fall by a final score of 2-0 in Game 2. See the Lopes face off against the Wildcats again tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Fox Sports Arizona. Follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. On behalf of everybody here at GCU TV, alongside Montana Lambden, I'm Jack O'Hara saying have a great rest of your Friday night. And as always, go Lopes.